Hey guys, so I finally got the TP6B loaded out how I wanted it, and I just want to give you guys a quick little rundown of what all I was able to fit, or how I kind of got it set up. I'm not going to go into detail on everything, just going to kind of give you a quick idea of what I've got in it. So, to start with, I've got this Flambeau box or Plano box, whatever you want to call it. I run two of these. I keep one in my backup bag. It's got more of my parts and stuff in it. This is just kind of like my my odds and ends, bits and bobs, whatever you want to call it. And I keep jumper wires, stuff like that in here, back probes, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I keep in there. Right here in the V-swap panel is where I keep my extra parts. I got zip screws, wire nuts, fuses, Wagos, spade terminals, and 3-ways in there. That's the main stuff I use. I got my Nipex 180s right here. I don't really ever need anything more than these. These are plenty long enough. I love these things. They're awesome, and I keep one of each. And yeah, I got the Klein multi-tool right here with the crimper. That is critical that you get the one with the crimper. I love this. This thing's awesome. I got the Klein 14-in-1 with the flip socket on the end. The only drawback to this is the rubber grip likes to rotate because the body of it is so narrow or so thin. The grooves on this rubber aren't nearly as deep as other screwdrivers, so it spins. But I can live with that. I got the Klein flip blade right here. Love this thing. It's a lifesaver. I'm an idiot and I get shocked a lot, so I really do like this thing. Right here, I've got a Vim. Most of you guys have seen these by now. It converts to a like a T-handle. It's got a flex head on it, and you could of course extend it. You can use it as a bit driver or a ratchet, and I use that mainly. I use it a lot as a bit driver. When I do use it as a ratchet, I use it with this right here, this little weird deal. Love that. That goes on my secondary bag. I've got thermostat screwdriver, field piece psychrometer, and that stays in there. Milwaukee right angle. I love this thing. When I first bought it, I thought it was useless and I wasted my money. And then I went through a couple of cold seasons with it, and working on some older units, this thing has come in handy so many times. Especially working on like old units where they got those weird sequencers and those weird screws in them. It's a lifesaver. I got a Schrader core torque tool. Use that a lot. It's also good for showing new guys about how tight that you want to tighten them. That way, you don't have gorilla grip over there trying to show everybody how tough he is. It'll save you some trouble. Just keep a pair of linesmen in here, the extra blades for my Klein insulated, and a Right in the Rain pencil. So moving on to the front, I keep some more probes right here, extra blowout bag, cap lock, just a little piece of sanding cloth, tubing cutters, and then down in the bottom there, I'm not going to pull it out, but down in the bottom there I have a step bit. Right here, these are the Nipex flush cut 7201-140. These are great of course, for cutting off zip ties, cutting them off flush, but they're also really good for getting up into a wiring harness or something that's bundled together and clipping the zip tie off without having to worry about nicking a wire. I know everybody likes the Stabila levels. I like this Johnson right here. The Stabilas are bad to get knocked off the front of my bag, and I prefer this little Johnson level. It's got a magnetic tip on it, and it's great. Pocket clip, all of that, really good to go. I got a Testo NCV, so there it is. It's dual voltage range. I like it, works good, and it's been with me for a while. I got a mirror right here. This has also got a magnetic end on it, and it's great for you drop stuff down inside of a condenser. A lot of times you can fish it out with this right here. Moving on, for a light, I got the Klein swivel light. This is my main light. I like it a lot. I can use it just about anywhere I go. Great to clip onto the other side of panels because it's magnetic on the back. I also run these easy red neck lights. These things are really cool. I can't stand having a headlight on. I don't like the way it feels on my head or my face. Especially, you know, you get to work, it's rubbing insulation on your face, whatever. I just don't like it. Right here, if I can get it off, I've got my Yellow Jacket service wrench and a Klein 1/4 inch and 5/16 reversible ratchet. You all know about that. That's no secret. That thing's awesome. Around here in the back, the Lifesaver. Boy, I think it's Craig Migliaccia, or however you say his name, that came out with this. God, I could hug him. This thing is amazing. You know, when your head's full of junk, you're not thinking straight, you're hot, whatever, job's going bad, you're overthinking it, this will back you down and help you kind of just take a breath and figure it out slowly. It's also a really, really good training aid for teaching new guys. This thing's awesome. Hand it to the new guy, you know, tell him, say, okay, you know, you get your manifold hooked up. This is where you're at. This is what I need you to take the data that's on there and compare it to this and tell me what's wrong. One of my favorite tools is the, what is this? It's the Nipex step cut or something like that. This thing is a beast, man. This thing will eat. I also keep a Milwaukee Rover light with a spare battery. This doubles as a power bank. I love that thing. And this was my main light for a while. I ran this Milwaukee light for a while, still do, especially on long jobs. Right here, of course, you gotta have the conduit spanners. Got those right there. It's just the basic stuff. I keep some extra sanding cloth in there. All that is about 1.5 inches of, or however wide, of PVC drain plastic. That's just a cut off piece of drain pipe. Yeah, I put it on there, wrap the paper up inside of it, just pull it out and tear it off as I need it. I like it quite a bit. It's worked for me for years. This little pocket is so handy. Everybody knows stubby gauge. Field piece SC260. Of course, you got the Klein Christmas tree, as I call it. It's the nut drivers right here. This thing's awesome. And the Sharpie Mean Street Milwaukee ink zone. So that's basically what I've got in my bag. Yeah, guys, these things, I mean, this thing actually did fill out a lot better than I thought. It held a lot more than I expected.